What is up, guys? Welcome to the Being Beautifully Honest podcast and channel. Thanks for being here, being subbed. If you're not, hit the button. And if you're listening on YouTube, hit the like. It's like walking in the room and hitting that light switch. Let's brighten up the place and get into the real of reality TV. So we all, for the most part, we got the news that Kenya definitely will not be coming back for season 16. And to be quite honest with you, I don't even know if season 16 is even going to happen at this point in time because we're almost in the month of July. The season 16 was probably not going to be coming out until sometime in 2025. And with the drama that's going on between Portia and Simon, she can't film in the house that the courts are saying you can stay in for now, but it is not a final ruling. And Simon is saying, get the F out of my house because you married me knowing that this was probably going to be what you were going to try to do. And yeah, I'm shisty and I'm slimy, but you're not going to take my house with me just lying down and taking it. And so Bravo cannot film in the home. They can't even film in the cars that her name is not on. And so it's looking like the cars that he bought her were cars that he bought himself and he allowed her to drive. She doesn't own them. And she can't film in those. And so this big hefty payday that they contracted with her, it's not looking like it's worth it. And now with Kenya not coming back for season 16 at least, and I don't, I mean, anything is possible, but I don't see why they would bring her back again after this because it's season 16. And this is the point that I have been trying to make for some time now when I was saying that the Real Housewives, they really need to do a page out of the New York playbook and scrap the entire cast and reboot it if they were going to do it at all. But I want to share this post on Instagram. It's from the Bravo Shade Room. And the post is a clip from The Real Housewives of New Jersey. I honestly haven't really been tuning in that much for this new season and most of the new seasons, honestly, because I really liked The Real Housewives of New Jersey, even though Teresa got on my damn nerves. I really liked the show for the fact that I really liked her children. They're authentic and it was real stuff. It was like real drama, and these people really knew each other. It wasn't they were just slapping a whole bunch of people together in a group, seeing what happens if they become friendly or if they become frenemies or enemies, and if they're going to meet up at a restaurant and get into a fight or whatever. It was just really weird. But over the years, the Housewives has become more like the real world. And I might be aging myself, but if you remember The Real World from MTV back in the day, The Real World was that type of show where they brought all of these strangers together to watch what happens, to see when people stop being polite and start getting real. The Real World. Remember that? But The Real Housewives, they're just bringing these people together. They don't really know each other. And then you're like throwing the cameras on them. And then you're also paying them a bunch of money to see what happens. It was never really supposed to be like that. But Kenya made her bed and she has to lie in it. But some people are like, well, this happened on the Real Housewives of New Jersey and they're still working. But Kenya is getting fired. I want to play this clip.
Don't you fucking dare. My people are my people. I fucking ride with my people. Did you not say that? Okay, I never said that. Did you not call me about Melissa? I said I want you to know what you're getting yourself into. You're doing a whole photo shoot. Just want you to know. That's a behavior trait I would never do to my hair girl. You're doing it to me right now. Because of your behavior. I see you. You're dirty. You're dirty. Everybody was right about you. You're a piece of shit. I see you. I want you to know that.
Just calm down.
I see you. You're a
dirtbag.
You're a dirtbag. No. Oh my God. Oh, come on. Oh my life.
Come on.
How about that? Tastes good, baby doll.
That's up, Jen. You guys are supposed to be friends.
You're
That's
so
up.
I see your true colors. I just outed you.
Just go.
You're so dirty.
Come on, let's
Wait,
go.
hold on. Let me just walk around.
Jen, I don't give a shit. Your wife's a bitch. Your wife's a dirty bitch. Just so you know, when you go to bed at night, you're sleeping with the devil.
Who hit who?
She
Teresa!
She pushed
No, I would never do that. Ever.
Dude, I'm so fine.
Jennifer.
Divide and conquer.
She brought Marissa.
My girl's
Marissa.
What about her?
That's a problem, bro. That's not good.
She pushed her. I don't even know. I didn't even see her pushing her.
Don't you?
Teresa is such a liar. Jen pushed that girl. But listen, this is nothing new when it comes to, especially they do that type of stuff up there. Do you remember the season when Margaret, was it Margaret that pushed Danielle into the pool or vice versa? Either way, we all remember the first season of Jersey when Teresa was wilding out, flipping tables, and then the second season when she pushed Andy down when Danielle accused her of not acknowledging her nephew, which was Melissa's son that was born. That was before the third season when Melissa and Teresa's cousin Kathy was brought on the show. But listen, Kenya, I feel, did what she did to try to make it sort of a, how do I want to put this? I feel like I could be wrong, but I feel like Kenya did what she did. It was wrong, but to ensure that her grand reopening was most definitely going to be on this new season. Because if you recall, when she did an interview with Carlos King on his podcast, she said that she was upset that they did not show anything of her grand opening for her salon on the season. So I guess she felt like she had to do something salacious in order to ensure that they were going to show something of her grand opening. But here's the thing, if you're on the show and you feel like they're sabotaging you, why would you want to continue to be a part of that? Now I get it, the paycheck. That's why. But you have to get to a point in your life where everything is not about the paycheck, because then at that point in time, you're pretty much selling your soul for the sake of the money. And there is an expense to having integrity where you would get to the point where there's no amount of money that someone could pay you to stoop so low. And that's the thing that I unfortunately feel that it's gotten beyond Kenya, and not just beyond Kenya, but a number of different people on these housewife shows. The housewives never should have gotten to the point where this is the type of stuff that's going on. Revenge, PRN, and Kenya, of all people, who claims that people like Phaedra, even Portia and Nene back in the day were saying things about her that were not true when it came to rumors about her being with a bunch of different people. And then we know that they also insinuated that about Claudia Jordan when she came on for the one season that she was on. So if you were ever held in a light that you claim was not right, why would you want to bring up that about somebody else, even if it was true? Because you know how you felt when it was done to you. And then also to do it in your place of business that you claim is this legacy piece that you are building for your family. So at least for this season, she's going to have to find another way to fund it, because when it comes to businesses like these, you have to have the funding for it to keep it going. Rarely, it's not impossible, but rarely do you have a business like that and you're not even working in it and you see profits the first year, 2 years, 3 years. In real business, it takes a while to get there. So you might be making money, but all of the expenses and overhead and all of that stuff, there's a cost to it all. And she sacrificed that funding that she had for her business doing something like that. But to say, well, they could get into this physical fight and continue filming, but Kenya was suspended for showing the other girls, and someone said a video. I don't care. It's not right. Jen pushed that girl, and her reflex, Danielle's reflex, was to slap the crap out of her. I don't blame her. And and Jen from the Real Housewives of New Jersey had the nerve to put her hands on that chick because she really didn't think that she was going to do that. She wasn't ready for that. She wasn't ready. And this is not the first time something like that happened, but this is something that can happen when it comes to these arguments of people getting up in your face and that type of stuff. What Kenya did was calculated, it was planned, it was something that actually in some states is seen as a criminal act to expose someone in that way. Like we cannot equate the two. And please don't try to go for the ethnicity. Well, those Italians up there, whatever, whatever people want to say. No, don't do that. Don't do that. Please don't try to throw the race card in this. Kenya made the decision that she made to do that, and she has made her bed. Now she has to lie in it. So I just wanted to show that to you guys and talk about it a little bit. Would love to know what you guys think. So you can let me know your thoughts in the comment section. Thanks for being here, liking and subscribing. I'm Beth, just being beautifully honest. So until next time, I wanted to keep it brief, beautiful, and now I'm going to say bye.